guys, it's Modesty and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here with a June beauty favorites. I don't know, like a week late or so on this, but I had to like gather my thoughts, like what do I want to put? I haven't done monthly favorites in like 5 million years. Like, do people even like these? If you guys like watching monthly favorite videos, give this video a thumbs up. What is going on here? Give this video a thumbs up so I know to keep doing things like this. Like, is that just like too old? Like, is YouTube like past that? I don't know. I love favorites. They were my favorite things to watch. They were the things that made me want to spend the most money. Let me know if you guys still like favorite videos. Today, I decided that I want to be really ready for this. So I sat down, I was like, okay, what are the ones I've been reaching for the most this month besides my uniqueness, besides my unique stuff, because I know that some of you guys don't want to see that, but that is what I wear mostly. But aside from that, what have I been wearing the most? Let's talk about it. So I have my notes, I have everything, and we're just going to dive right in. So the first thing is going to be the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, you guys. This primer is amazing. It's so good. So I have it broken down. I did a whole video on it. I will link it for you guys down below in any corresponding videos. This is just the most grippy primer ever, and it's so incredibly hydrating. It does contain blue agave extract, which is what's going to hydrate your skin throughout the day. What's cool about blue agave extract is it isn't the most hydrating when we first use it. Throughout the day, it provides hydration for your skin, and most of the time people feel even more hydrated at the end of the day using this primer than they did when they first put it on. So this is a very hydrating primer without being oily or sticky or anything like that. It is oil-free. And it is oil-free, paraben-free, fragrance-free, silicone-free, talc-free, and gluten-free. It is also vegan and cruelty-free, and it's just it's amazing. I love the tackiness of this. I have been using this constantly, you guys. It really just makes everything stay all day long. Nothing settles. It's probably the primer that makes my makeup last the best. Like, my makeup always lasts a long time, but when it comes to settling and fine lines and things like that, this is the primer that just, like, at least for me, stops all of that, and I never ever have to deal with that. So this has been a very big love of mine the past month and a half. I've just been loving it ever since I got it from Sephora. So next is going to be a contour powder. This is from Natasha Denona, you guys. This is the Natasha Denona Contour Sculpting Powder. This is pretty bougie. It's $38. By the way, the primer is $30. This is $38, but you guys, like, the shade of this, it's like, there is 5 shades, so you can choose which shade tailors to you the most, which I think is amazing, because usually with contour powders you have like light, medium, dark. You only have like 3 things to choose from. With bronzers you might have more options, but this, you have 5 contour shade options. This is like the perfect shade for me. It's not too warm, it's not too cool, it's not too red, it's not too brown. It's like just such a good shade for me. I'm using it right now to contour with. I've been constantly using this, and it has a really good sized mirror, so I can actually use this for like my lashes, my mascara, when I'm contouring. I've done this to just like check my makeup throughout the day. I've really been loving this. There's a ton of product in it, and it just blends out beautifully. You can't really go overboard with it. I've just been really liking this one a lot. Alright, so sticking within that contour bronzer family, this is the Hoola Caramel Benefit Bronzer. This is now the complete opposite of the Natasha Denona one, and you can hands down go overboard on this. It's actually kind of tricky to work with, but the shade in it is just so stunning that I'm like, I still love it. I actually recommend using the little brush that it comes with, because it does come with a natural haired bristled brush, which definitely makes things less. Synthetic things tend to like amp up the pigment, and with something like this, you barely like touch in it, and then you just kind of like start to see, like, even that, it just like really shows up. You could definitely easily go overboard on this, so as long as you're careful. Like, the shade of it though is stunning. I'm so happy they came out with like an actual like bronzer shade for the summertime. I love this, and I've found that the best way to apply it is not with what you typically use. Typically I'll use like a synthetic brush, but this is the best way. Like, definitely don't throw this brush away, you guys. This one right here is really good for this bronzer specifically, and I think it's just because it is so pigmented. This really helps kind of tone it down a little bit. So using the correct tools, I've been really loving this bronzer, you guys. I'm so happy it came out with a shade like this one. Next, face powder. Yay! I've been trying out so many face powders, you guys. It's kind of ridiculous. I've been like on this face powder kick. I don't know. I just, like, everyone goes through phases. I go through foundation phases, but now that I found a foundation I'm like obsessed with, like 100% through and through. I've been trying out new ones. I feel like everyone goes through phases. I've gone through mascara phases. Right now I'm going through a face powder phase. These two I've just fallen in love with. Aside from the ones I'm already in love with, which is the Maybelline Fit Me. So good. The Maybelline Fit Me is yummy. These two are a little bit pricier. When I say a little bit, I mean a lot of it. But they are incredible. Okay, so let me talk about the first one. This one is from Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder in Butter. So this is in the shade, is there proof at the bottom? Oh no, there isn't. This is in the shade of Butter. They had a ton of different shades. I went the shade Butter because it works for me when I'm really fair and it still works for me when I'm tan. I am wearing it today. That's what I was using to brighten up. It's really good for brightening. Now, this one right here, yes, it's brightening and yes, it really smooths your skin, but if you're gonna bake with it, do not, I repeat, do not leave it on for very long at all because it is pretty matte and it can dry out your under eye area if you aren't oily skinned. I'm normal skin. I leave it on for about 30, I'm comfortable leaving this on for about 30 or 40 seconds before I wipe it away and then I'm good to go. If I leave it on for longer than that, I find that it looks a little bit crepey in my like right in here, but that's because of the formula and it being so matte. So it's interesting. It's not like a drying matte. Like it doesn't feel drying. But if you don't have oily skin and you leave it on too long, I mean, this is probably true for most powders. It's gonna look a little crepey on your under eye. That's just the matter of fact. But with that said, I love how brightening it is. Like, I actually kind of want to correct right here a little bit. I just want to show you guys how brightening it is. It's so freaking brightening. Like, it's ridiculous. So I'm just gonna take a little bit, sponge. Just gonna line right here. Just gonna kind of clean up that line. And it just lightens everything up. So that is that, and God, could you talk about the smell? Oh, it smells so good. So the next powder is good. This kind of expensive, you guys. This one is the Lancome Absolute Powder in Absolute Pearl. I've originally heard about this from Jaclyn Hill. She raved about it, and I've been looking for that nice luminous powder that's very similar to the Hourglass one, and this one is very similar to it. I would say this one has more of a luminosity, like a pearlization to it, and the other one is more of like a hydrating one, but they are kind of in the same family. That one's translucent. This one does have a little bit of a tint to it, but it's not so much it's gonna like change the color of your face. So I went with Luminous Pearl, and it has like a brightening color to it. I'm gonna show you on the other I just want to show you guys like the difference in the powders. So this one has more of like a brightening effect to it because it has that peachiness look to it. And it's literally like the softest powder. Oh my God, it's so soft. And I also really like this one. Like, it has almost like a filter finish to it. So like if you have no makeup on, you just toss this puppy on. It's just gonna leave this nice silk look to your skin, and it's just gonna make your skin look really, really pretty and healthy and youthful. This is $65, but it's dope. It's like so freaking good. I got mine a little cheaper because I do get it from the PX where things are a little bit cheaper. But if you're a civilian, I feel so weird saying that. If you're a civilian, I think it runs like 65 bucks at Nordstrom's, maybe 60, but it's really good and it's so worth it. You get a ton of product in it. So that is it for the face powders. Let's talk about a skin mist. So I was using the Tatcha I was using the Tatcha Skin Mist for the longest time. I ran out. Didn't want to repurchase it, at least yet. I'm kind of going back and forth on like which ones do I like. So I actually wanted to give the Farsali Rose Gold Skin Mist 24 karat gold infused hydrating prime and set mist. I saw Amanda Ensing talk about this, and she is always looking so glowy and dewy. That's my vibe 100%. So I want to give this one a go to see if I liked it better than the Tatcha one. I'm being totally honest with you, I actually do. I like it better than the Tatcha one. I think I get a little bit more of a luminosity. It's not as oily as the Tatcha one. And it just has an amazing smell. It just, I wrote down right here, it's a non-oily glow. I don't know if there's oil in this, to be honest with you, but I don't have like that oily feeling that I have with the Tatcha one. Like when I am doing the Tatcha one, if I'm going to be setting my face after I do my eyeshadow, I need to put like an eyeshadow palette and cover it all up. This one, I don't mind spraying over top, and I don't get eyeshadow transfer and I don't get mascara transfer or anything like that. So I really do enjoy, what was that? So I really do enjoy this one, probably a little bit more than the Tatcha one for that reason. I think it's right around the same price. I think they're both like $39. This one actually might be a little cheaper than the Tatcha one. But I love it, and it's amazing, and it smells incredible. So I highly recommend this one. Alright, so the next thing is from Makeup Forever. This is the Makeup Forever graphic liner, you guys. I love this eyeliner. Like, I love the, ooh, I skipped a spot. I love the formula in that. I'm wearing it right now. It is so black and so matte. I would say my only thing I don't like about it, and this is like nothing wrong with the product, this is just like myself, is I don't like felt tips. It's not that I have a problem with them, it's just that I'm not good at them. Sorry if you hear horses, my kids are neighing in their room. I'm not good at felt tips, you guys. I practice and practice, and this is the best I've ever done with a felt tip, and this ain't that good. But the formula is just so good that I still love it and I still use it. It is so black, so matte, and what I like about this is generally, so like for example the Kat Von D one, that one is super black, super matte, but the problem is when it dries, it gets lighter. This does not get lighter, it stays super rich, dark, jet black, and I love that. Let me show you guys. If you guys are really good at felt tips, you're gonna love this. I do love it, and I'm not good at felt tips. You can get like a thicker line, you can get a thinner line. I'm gonna thicken it up for you guys a little bit so you can see it, but it's so good, and it lasts the longest time. I don't think it's waterproof though, but I love it a lot. Also from Makeup Forever, you guys, if you guys have not been with my channel for a little bit, you should know that I'm a big Makeup Forever fan. Alright. These are brand new from Makeup Forever. These are the Makeup Forever Artist Nude Cream Liquid Lipsticks. So they have the Artist Lips. I have a couple over there. They are the matte liquid lipsticks, but then they came out with the creams. Now I was like, oh, you know, pretty, but it's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna last very long. These last forever. Like forever. For a cream, they last forever. Super long. These are, I couldn't pick a favorite shade because I love them all, but let me swatch them for you guys. This is the makeup. So this one is in the shade number 3 in Buff. I love the doe foot on here. It's like really pointed, so it's like nice and easy to apply. There's Buff. Super pretty. It's really like a buff nude. This one is gonna be more on the pinky side with still being neutral. Right there. Super pretty. Very good nude shades, you guys. And these are $20 just like the regular liquid lipsticks. So pretty standard price. This one is number 11 in the shade Undraped. Ooh, sexual. Oh, it's all pretty. And then this one is number 9 in Pure. So opaque, you guys. You need one swipe for full opacity. Super duper pretty. They I can't iterate enough how long they last. I was thrown with how long they lasted on me because I fully expected it to not last for long because it's a cream. Creams wear off. They're not matte. They don't cling to your lips. These stay put. Nice, juicy, buttery, creamy. You can eat, you can drink, but they stay put. It's so weird. Like I think it lasted like 7 hours, you guys. Like that's a long time for a cream. It's a long time. So this is what Buff looks like, you guys. They're so pretty. I really recommend these, you guys. They last a long time. I'm not going to repeat myself 5 million times, but they're just incredible. I think they're so pretty. They're hydrating. They're just, your lips just look so incredibly juicy, and I love that. So I have one other favorite, and I can't seem to locate it, but it was the Makeup Forever Powder Foundation. But I'll just talk about that one next month because I'm still going to be continuing to use it. But yeah, so that is all the new products I've been loving recently. Of course, I'm still using a lot of the same stuff. Like my go-to foundation is still my stick one from Unique. I'm still using the same mascara, the same eyebrow pencil. Those things have not changed. They have not faltered in any way. Those are still some of my favorites. but I really just kind of want to mention things I haven't mentioned to you guys yet when it comes to like favorites and videos. So I want to go ahead and show you guys these new products I've been using. It wasn't a ton of stuff, but I've just been really loving these, and so I'm just gonna show you guys what I love, and that's that. So alright guys, so that's it for this monthly favorites video for the month of June, and I guess the first week of July. Let me know what you guys have been loving recently. I know there's been so many new makeup products on the market. What have you been loving? What have you been hating? Let me know in the comments so I know what to try out. If you guys have a channel and you've uploaded a favorites video recently, let me know, because I love watching favorites videos. They are my favorite to watch, but I feel like no one ever does them anymore. So let me know. Give this video a thumbs up if you like favorites videos, or if you just enjoyed watching this. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not, and I know this is a lot to ask, but also if you are subscribed or you're gonna subscribe, please hit the notification bell, because otherwise YouTube will not tell you if I upload or not. It's just how it is now. We have to like do so much, and now they're mowing the lawn. We have to do so much for you guys to be able to see our videos, and it's just... I miss when it was simple, but I know it's a lot to ask. Definitely hit the notification bell and the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my uploads. So you don't miss any of my uploads. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah! Bye.